How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to BIOMUTANT.
چیزی بوده.
Encode your DNA.
ایجاد انتخاب کنیم.
مورگل
این نجات من اصلا به درد نمیخوره که دمدون رکس دمدون اصلا بهتره. اینم خوبه. اینتلکت وقتی انتخاب کردن همین این انتخاب بکنیم. خب
Define your genetic structure.
واو باله شنو این شکلی شدیم. What the fuck آخه حالا مثلا اینتلکته کاریزما شو. این فقط ساخته به خندونه. مسخره بازی چیه؟ وای این دیگه عالیه. قیافه رو تو رو خدا نگاه کنید. آدم کفاره پس بده. استرنجش باید. خب وای نگاه کنی وای آدم این رو به قیافش بره یا به بقیه یه چیز داشت. اجیلیتی اینجا بذاریم دیگه.
Choose a genetic resilience.
و یا hazard cold radioactivity heat. radioactivity
Choose your first style.
حالت پشم میشه. خب اینو اسکرین میذاشتی بهتر نبود تا این. هنوز خوشگل باشه قرار بامزه باشه. نه خوب نیست.
Pick your main color.
خوب رنگ چی؟ زردش کنیم. اگه زرد باشه. نمیدونم زرد چیه، قرمز چیه. اینجا خوبه.
Choose your detail color.
دهنمون سرویس کردی دیگه. اوف. چی ساختم؟ چی چیز شتی شد. ولی خوب. همینو میزنیم بیاره.
Pick a class. Dead mercenary.
مشخصه کلاسش یه 2 میلی وپن داره. 10% هم دمیج بیشتر میده.
Dead eye.
Dead eye.
Commando.
کامنت 10% رنج وپن بیشتر دمیج میده.
Cypher. Saboteur.
سابوترش باله.
Sentinel.
سنتینال. آرمورش.
Saboteur.
سابوتر دارم. کاماندو.
Saboteur.
کاملا متفاوت. سابوتر بزن.
Saboteur chosen.
Yes.
Sounds good.
برو بریم. بله میگه دبلی
Here's
میتونی
somebody
شما
with
را
a
بریم.
troubled past,
اولین بار
drawn
اومده
into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice, a reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Darkness.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
این داره وسوسه میکنه اون خود راه راست رو بهمون نشون بده.
That thing? I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same. With the difference being I'm the better half.
Better half. My way is both better and brighter. Light makes it easier to see the best end.
The best end is the one you decide yourself. And it seems we're headed in the right direction.
اوه زد لی کرد آدم. دارک من
Guess left can be right sometimes.
چی بود؟
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Meat eater's meat.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
داره بو میکنه. ببینم. بیا داداش بیا. هدف مردن نیست دارم. باید درشم کردی.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
گفت در رو هیچ گویی نمیتونی بخوری. خب چی شد؟
This time it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
خب گفت برو بعدا. برو که به فنا نری.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began and the tree of life started to die. The deep cut.
باید کلیک کنست جاین دوت ندارن اینا جان جو electric module بله حالا یوز نکنی نمیدونم چیه میاریم بر چیزی نیست
The oil sludge is everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
اوه فنا رفته اوه برو برو فنا رفت
Sharp steel.
بوم جون این چیه ما میاد بالا سرشون حالا نمیاد میگه میتونی لوتش کنی چی انرژی پک وسط نمیتونیم بریم لوت کنیم. آخ جر داد ما رو.
Half-lifed.
دقیقا اون موقعی که اینو میده تحمیل ندارم. تو هم افتادی که چیزی نداره اینجا. اینجا هم سمیه که خودش اوتو هیل میشه. خوبه. خب No. جر داد ما رو. شب میتونیم لول آپ کنیم. بذار بریم ببینیم لول آپش چطوریه. اینتلکت رو ببریم بالا، استرن ببریم. نوش شد. راست اف. خب دیگه
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
کروبار نوشتی کلابار. What the fuck آخه.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
کلوبا. راحت.
Whoa!
تا الان
It's time
دیگه
to find a way out of
استفاده
this
میکنم.
place. No, really, I mean it.
کردم لوته. آخ ریدم. پویزنه؟ رادیواکتیو چیه؟
The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that
Biomatter.
they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
موو خوبیه. برو بر. موو جالبی بود. خب با یه پوینتی که چه سیغهیه؟
Flex those arms.
نیست. Get up bunker 101.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save
اینا قرار
themselves
خیلی
from the
کاتسین داشته
impending
باشیم.
doom.
همش
But
شرط و پرت
was
میگه.
it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
یا این چیه؟ آها ایسا
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
ریدم. نه این کامپلیت.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
صحیح. داستان جالبه بود. ولی don't care.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
بله.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
چپکی میچرخونم.
There you go.
پشت این در چی هست؟
سابوتور.
Out of date.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
باید به این ویلچری کمک کنی.
Chop, chop. Boom.
Nice.
Chop it up. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
اول لوس میکنیم بعد با اون صحبت میکنیم. یک گوله بازی رو نمیخورم بریم دیگه نتونیم برگردیم. تمامه. در رو بس اون ملخه اومدیم بر ملخه ایدونم چی شتیه.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers.
داره تشکر
He
میکنه.
sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why.
آشنام ولی نمیدونه کیه.
He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way
اسمش out
overdue,
of
but he
date.
hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. How Lupa Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have had a purpose with that. The question is, what? There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. After the old village was destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned against each other. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
زیاد ورزد. دارکمون باز بیشتر شد. Way back in long. رفتیم به گذشته. این دور گم و گور شده بعد الان پیدا شده. Best before. اسم اون اتافتیک بود. اسم این best before.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people.
Potato people?
The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
I don't.
Magic. He claims it's just the force of life, the existence of energy, powering and connecting all things living, like the Nono. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
اینجا که نه. هر دو چقدر از چیزشون میبره ما هستم انرژیشو در واقع. نمیپری داداش. خب من چیکار کنم داداش؟
The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only to
یاد چی میافتم با
at least his intention is to dedicate his life to it.
نیبر
He
فرام
has the
هم
feeling the
فیلم
fate of the world
که اذیتش میکنیم دقیقا همینجور حرف میزنه.
You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Oops, no. Oh, الان ما بریم به نانو.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. They're hiding in the glitter grass that mostly grows deep inside damp caves, where they draw mineral from the natural rock. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world.
نمیتونم نخندم با حرف زدن
Today,
یارو.
your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
خوبه. اینو درخته که میگم. بله خودش. چی عنکبوت مگه چی این شکل شد؟
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. That's not true. She's the reason there's still unity, and the only one strong enough to keep the 6 Wang Fu disciples disciplined.
Wang Fu.
He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the tree of life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the second coming, and our lineage. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of date, his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Goo Glide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribal and the situation with the World Eaters.
این که قلاب ماهیگیری انگار. خب فید آف the world بکنم واسه همینجا تا اینجا واسه همین پارت کافی باشه. بقیهش میذارم واسه پارت بعدش ببینیم والا شیتش در میاد. نمیدونم والا. امیدوارم که تا اینجا رو خوشتون اومده باشه. بقیهش هم ادامهش رو میدم. پلیلیست هم میسازم که راحت بتونید نگاه کنید. لایک، سابسکرایب، کامنت یادتون نره و فردا پارت بعدش رو میذارم. تا ویدیوی بعد مراقب خودتون باشید.